Hey guys, that's awkward. I've definitely been talking for the last 7 minutes, explaining how I'm doing this. And none of it was being picked up. Oh man. I'm a little too sleep deprived. Okay, we're doing math. We're doing a lot of math. And I'm going to keep rolling. So essentially, I am pulling from here. This is our ball chasing. This is our round one ball chasing stats. I'm adding them to the round one for here. We'll go back and forth and see what the overall score is per team as we continue to add things up. Restart the entire live stream, undo everything. I honestly could, but I'm not going to because it's still just me updating a spreadsheet, and you don't want to see me watch. You don't want to watch me hit Control Z repeatedly. You'll get the hang of what I'm doing pretty quickly as well. I'll keep walking through it a bit. So we have Cheese. We've got our round one pulled up, right? This is Cheese in round one. Who did Gen G play round one? They had NRG. Did they get swept by? I guess they did get swept by NRG. I mean, I'm already in a spreadsheet. I might as well just hit Control Z. It would be peak content. But Cheese was a defensive player. I believe it was for Dolphin. Dolphin had a pretty high priority on Cheese. But we essentially fill this out where it's 3. And then he got how many saves in this series? Thankfully, okay, it's the second to last column. Or the third to last. So goals are here right before the shooting percentage is the goals. Assists are here. I could probably do this a little bit better in direct sheet, but I'm going to do it here. Assists are the fourth to the last, and then saves are third to the last. Holy crap, Cheese got 9 saves in that series. So we put the 9 in here. Cheese at the start had 3 saves per game. And so he's actually doing very well statistically as a center back right now. Catalysm. Where was Catalysm on the pitch? I believe that was that was Belair's last pick. He was a goalkeeper, so the saves per game are a little bit more important. He has 3, and then he has 5 saves per game. While we're at it, though, I think I am going to... I'm going to pull up D-Rex sheet. Heard Complexity were actually number 1 in the world, but they were home and decided not to attend the Raleigh Major to make a better show. I heard the same thing. So this goes by team. And it doesn't really go by round. I mean, it kind of does. This is difficult to track. I'm doing it my way. Thank you, Direct. I'll keep the sheet open, but we're doing it this way. Why did Diaz get humbled in Raleigh if Complexity was the best team in the world, though? I was sad about that, too. Chronic, where's Seattle on the pitch? Who drafted Chronic? Don't make me control find. It was probably Belair, so I don't know why I'm looking anywhere else. Oh, no, it was Dolphin. Okay. On Ultimates, 4 games, 8 saves. No, it's assists and saves for Chronic. Okay, so this is a split position here. 8 saves. How many assists did Chronic get? 3. That's not a bad stat line. He gets 2.7. That's a really good stat line, actually. You take that. Drufinho was drafted this time by, pretty sure it was Belair. Yep, here he is. Only for the saves. 3 games, 2 saves. Rough start. They played someone really bad, though. What's up, Wade? It's going well. We're doing nerd stuff, as is pretty usual, but should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to actually see how these stats go per round. And truth be told, I'm not going as slow. Is TRT out, or are they top 6? They're the top 6. Because they lost to Sleeping, it was earlier today. I think they're facing Vision tomorrow, because Alcadia has Synergy. So they're still in it. I don't think they win it. Yeah, Wade, don't check the VOD. We weren't muted, though. We weren't. Daniel, where's Daniel on the pitch? He's probably in the mid. No, he was left back. So it's mostly saves, a little bit of assists for Daniel. 2 and 2. So bad series from Daniel statistically. I gotta stop scrolling down. I don't need to scroll down. Exotic, probably a draft from Dolphin. Yep. They had 3 games. What am I looking at? Center mid. Literally just assists. 0 assists. Oh no. That's not great. Okay. Fever. Fever is a fun one. I feel like Fever is going to be a good performer. Who drafted Fever? Dolphin did as the goalkeeper. Fever. Oh gosh, only 2 saves. There's no way. Who did Wildcard even face round 1? They faced Furia and Fever only barred 2 saves? That's insane. What is it? Demos inflicted. You're telling me First Killer got 15 demos in his series against SSG? That dude is a menace. All right, First Killer. Where is he on the pitch, though? Where does it actually matter? I haven't had a single player pop up yet. It's because I didn't do Banana Head. I skipped over Banana Head. Oh, no, he's not alphabetical. Right. Wildcards top 8 Worlds. Don't at me. Don't worry. Nobody's adding you with that. Like, where is First Killer on the pitch? Oh, he's right here. Only goals and assists for First Killer is what we're looking at. He got 3 goals, 3 assists. I forgot where assists were. That's a solid performance. You take that from a winger, a 2.48. Clears. This is where the fun begins. Never mind. He got 1 goal. I had Clears as a pure striker. Unfortunately, he got a lot of assists per game as well. Great start. Oh my gosh, Clears actually only had 1 goal against the secret squad. That is crazy. Isn't all of OC in the LCQ stage at Worlds? Wildcard escaped because TSM ended up beating Foot. And so Wildcard is the 12th seed technically, and Gen G is in the play-in instead. So Wildcard isn't. But TSM definitely is. Atomic with a K. Drafted by Myth because he likes atomics. Left mid, right? Okay. So 3 and then 0 assists. Dear goodness. Did Atomic really go day 1 with no assists? Because I know Myth was complaining about this, where Twisted Minds had that 17-goal series against TSM, and Atomic didn't get a single assist out of those 17 goals. So he really went the entire day 1 with no assists. Oh my goodness, that's atrocious. Lioro. Lioro's probably a center back. Oh, Lioro's mine. Okay, my first player. 4 and then 7. So that's not bad, I guess. I want a bit more than a 1.75. Oh, I also had Clears, who wildly underperformed. LJ's only goals 4 and 5. Oh, over a goal per game against us. So that's Dolphin will love to be hearing that. Lost. Where's Lost at? Probably drafted. He feels like a. Oh wow, that's an early Lost pickup from Bel Air. Left mid as well. He's putting him in the assist categories. Okay. 3 and 2. NRG offense. Yeah, don't put NRG on offense, guys. It will not end well for your fantasy team. Monkey Moon. For some reason, this always works. Only assists for Bel Air for Monkey Moon. Definitely the spot you want him on the pitch. Still bars 0 in his first series. This is some wild underperformance by like everyone. Mata. I have Mata in the midfield. I don't think that was going well for me at the start. Yeah, 4 games, 1 assist against Falcons. I think it gets better, but I don't think it panned out. He was really scoring the most. A whole day with no assists is wild. It's like my ranked games. Same. That's why I always lose. Magic Bear. Where's Magic Bear on the pitch? Probably for the assists. Yeah, I put him on there. Okay. Magic Bear, 3, 0 assists. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody sucks. Everybody sucks. All right. Napo. Probably not an underperformer. 0 goals against Carmine-Core. I forgot about that. Oh, my God. Of course he makes up for this against TSM, right? But you get assists normally on a day? No. Not in ranked. I don't play ranked, but Rawas. I only get assists when I'm in comps with my brother, and then he actually knows how to shoot the ball a little bit. Rawas is purely in the midfield, and he only gets 1. Dude, what is happening right now? 1 assist. What is this? What is this, dude? Everyone sucks in round 1. This is hysterical to me, actually. Seiko, 4 saves. Oh my gosh, they're so bad. They're so bad. He only gets 1 assist per game. Rise, I'm not tracking Rise's stats, but we'll look at them at the end for overall to see where he would have fit well. Sphinx, please tell me. Okay, 3 games, 2 assists. Not the worst. 2.57, finally a good performer. Super Locky, where was he on the pitch? Only saves. That makes sense. Locky, 3 games, 10 saves. Oh, look at that. Someone performing. An actual decent performance, 3.33. That is crazy. Torres, probably the same boat. 4 games, 6 saves. He's definitely a saves machine. Dolphin drafted him pretty early. Was it 6? There's no way it was 6, right? Torres? 6. That's actually not that great. Well, there's Torsauce. Round 1 is so cursed. This is hysterical to me. Torsauce, 3 games, 2 goals, 0 assists, 4 saves. So actually not a bad striker performance from him. TRK was probably at the midfield. Yeah, strictly midfield. He gets 1 assist. Oh my gosh. VK Salin, probably purely in the saves. He got 9 of them. Where's VK? Yep. 4 and then 9 saves. Vatira. I think Vatira's in the midfield. Who drafted him? Early pick from Dolphin. 3 and 3. That's not bad. An assist per game in this mode is definitely a score you want to have. Banana Head. 3 games, 1 goal. Thank you for severely underperforming. Oh, but he also was a winger for me. He gets assists tracked as well. Banana Head, 2 assists. So 1.33. That's not that bad. Raleigh. Raleigh's probably a striker because no, he's a right winger. Actually, that doesn't make sense. Raleigh can pass the ball too. 3 games, 3 goals. Never mind, he can't pass the ball. No assists. That's still not bad. A 2.4 is not bad. You take that. Jorias. Where's Jorias on the pitch? I know Myth drafted him probably for the defense. Center back. Because he had a really good saves performance last time, but I don't know if that's how it lined up. 3 games, 3 saves is not the start you want to be seeing if you're Myth. Juicy. Oh, who drafted Juicy for the midfield? Was it me? Surely somebody drafted Juicy for the midfield. It wasn't me. Oh, here he is. You drafted for the saves? No way. 4, 6. Okay. I feel like Juicy would have been a great midfielder. I'm kind of surprised to see him on the back line. Justin, this is like closing out Captain Dolphin's score tally. 3 games. Where was he? 3 games, 3 saves. It's not the stats you want to see for Myth. So it is the start you want to see for everyone else. Myth is not the threat in this game mode. Justin, we're tracking goals and assists. No goals, no assists. I have no words, actually. Okay, what is Captain Dolphin's round 1 score? 20.48. That's not great. Team graphs. It does still work. Kind of. Maybe. We'll find out, won't we? SR1. Let's keep going. Belair is the threat. Captain Dolphin was the most threatening round 1, but he had more like actual stuff to do in life this time, and so he wasn't as threatening. Plus, I think the draft, like doing the draft live, definitely changes things because you have way less time to think about your picks. I drafted Kaka as a center back. That's a 3 and 8, I believe it was. Yep, 3 and 8. That's not bad. That's actually good. That's really good. Thank you. KV1. Surely somebody drafted KV1. Early KV1 pickup from Belair. Shoot, and we're tracking saves. 4 and 13. Holy crap, that is a great start for KV1. Oh, Belair's eating good with that. Kofer. Kofer's on a wing, I believe. Probably. I don't think it's for me. I don't think I bit. Belair bit. Okay. Yeah, wing. No goals. 3 assists. 3 assists. in the 4 games against Ultimates. Oh, we just have Beast Mode left for... Where are my Beast Mode stats? Did I skip Beast Mode? I did. Oh, yeah, because that's when I was muted. My bad. Let's go back and do this then. Beast Mode, Striker, 3 goals in 3 games. 22.92 for Belair at the end of round 1. So he is in the lead over Dolphin for now. Where was I? I was at Kofer. We did Kofer. Now we're on Reveal, who I believe Myth drafted for assists. No, Myth drafted as a goalkeeper. Reveal should have been an assist person. I was looking at him for that. Just because Scribbles is by far and away the saves guy. 4 and 2, not the start of the round, but I know Reveal led the LAN in assists per game, which is like the lowest max assists per game per player in LAN in a long time. It was very low. Who else we got? Rise. Rise's stats, not going to be great. 1 goal, 1 assist, 5 saves. Scribbles, my goalkeeper, 4 games, 11 saves. Love to see that. Sosa was not drafted. Stizzy, 3 games, 4 goals. We'll take it. Oh, we're tracking assists for Stizzy as well. Which is 2. Okay, 19.2. That's odds terrible round 1 from me as well. Jeez. Myth still has way too many players to go. He drafted Swift. Dude, yeah, Myth has like the bottom 4 in alphabetical order. That is crazy. Where's Swift on the board? Goals and assists. Winger Swift for this event was probably cooking. Not in round 1 though. One goal, 0 assists. Yan, strictly assists for Yan. He had a bad event assists wise. I know that much. 3 and 1. Motto was cooking hard. I wish I had him like more on the wing because he was really finishing them more than getting the assists. Eugen is midfield, I think. Yeah. 4 and 2, so not the best. And then Zen. Zen was a striker, strictly striker, so 3 and 2. No way Myth score is 11.73. I don't expect it to stay this low because that is historically atrocious. I don't even think that's his fault. I thought his team was better this time. I genuinely did. Oh my gosh. We need to introduce relegation if this keeps up, dude. I had a 19.20. I think Belair had a 22.92. Well, the colors are wrong, but whatever. And then, oh, that's not how I get to what I want to get to. 11.73. Oh, dear goodness, that's bad. Think you got the reveal stat wrong? I think you read assists. Okay, I'll double check that. That's a good point because I probably did. Because I was thinking reveal as an assist person. I'll double check all the math at the end. Yes, you're right. I did read it as assist. So he is a little bit higher than that. He gets a 12.63. Thank you, Math Desmos. Appropriate name for this stream. Very appropriate name for what we're doing in here. That's our round 1, though. And we can see on the scoreboard here how that stacks up. And we'll continue. We'll use this page to see, like, rounds over time. Myth is back at the game with that. Because I'll be able to use this master sheet as, like, or this master page as, like, did I get all the stats wrong if I go through afterwards? So let's get into Swiss round 2 because I don't have all day. Swiss stage. Round 2. Players. Go in alphabetical order, please. I think it was Desmos. Desmos. I don't know of a game Desmos. I know of the like graphing calculator Desmos, but I also could be I could be missing something. Okay. I said this last time. I was like trying to use Amphis as an example, forgetting that he was one of the 4 undrafted. Apparently Jack is an assists. Dude, that still confuses me. I was muted when I said that last time. 3 games, 0 assists. We're continuing. We're continuing the absolute mediocrity from everyone involved. Let's go. Atomic, 5 games. What are we tracking for Atomic? I think it's saves. Yeah, he had 8 saves, if I'm not mistaken. 8 saves. Okay. 20 demos for Matau in the span of 5 demos per game is crazy. Gotta love the graphing calculator. Hit specific spots on the graph. I mean, it does sound like something that would be called Desmos, in fairness. I just might not know the lore well enough. Atau is a striker, getting 2 goals. One other thing, I did like do the math so that this would be like Quidditch, which involved like bludgeoners being demos per game. Like the lead chaser was going to be goals, and then the other chasers were going to be assists. Obviously, the keeper was going to be saves. And then the seeker was going to be overtime goals. But that game mode is broken because you could just put a Tau as your seeker and automatically win. So it's very difficult to do a per game stat and then have like introducing overtime goals is not game breaking. But then again, Quidditch is just a broken game in general. Banana Head. 1 goal, 1 assist. Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. You're actually so helpful. Way to go, Banana Head. Quidditch, Martin is casting negative spells on Belair and Dolphin with this one. I love how you excluded Myth from the casting spells because he doesn't need it. Beast mode. What position did striker? Okay. Yeah, I was considering beast mode for striker as well. It really depended on if energy would pop or not. 5 games, 4 goals is definitely an acceptable performance. That gets you I typed that in wrong, so that gets you more than that. That gets you a 2.4 on the round. Miscast his spell on himself. Catalysm did not go undrafted. Was in the assist category. 4 and 10. Who has Catalysm? Catalysm was Belair's last pick. The overall last pick in the draft. Oh, he's a goalkeeper. I was like, there's no way 10 divided by 4 does not equal 3. But there's a 1.2 multiplier. I forgot about that. Okay. Cheese on the defensive end. Again, popping off. He's really good at striker. Cheese is weird because he gets so many saves per game, but he also gets so many goals per game. Like, he's reliable in both. But you can't put him in a position where it's both saves and goals because that doesn't exist on the pitch. 4 games, 9 saves for Cheese. Drafted early by Dolphin. Like that pickup. The thing with defense in this, though, is that like it's generally like the weakest stat. Like if you're drafting people who are high in assists per game and goals per game, they're going to outscore the people who are highest in saves per game. So that's why normally the defensive players fall. But along with that, it's just normally the best defensive players are like minor region players. Cheese scores and makes a lot of saves. Put him in the assists. That was Belair last time, and I almost lost my mind. I'm not going to lie. Because like Dolphin and I were talking, like, where's he going to put him? Where is he going to put him? And then we're chatting, and both Dolphin and I agree that Cheese should go on the back line. Belair's like, I'll put him up top. And Dolphin and I are messaging like, no, that's a bad pick. And then he puts him in assists, and he gets like 0.25 assists per game. It was atrocious. Chronic. Where's Chronic at? This is a Dolphin pick this time as a defensive mid, so we're looking at assists and saves. Not bad. 2 assists, 4 games. 2 assists, 10 saves. This was against K-Corp as well, if you remember. 2.15. Daniel, probably looking at... Are we looking at assists for Daniel? And saves. Okay, this is a good round from Daniel, actually. 5 games, 3 assists, 13 saves. That, yeah, you take that if you're Myth. That's basically your entire for round 1 score. That's a bigger L than what the UBFRC took earlier this year. Man, the UBFRC campaign was pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. Belair makes me lose my mind sometimes. He's fun. He's a lot of fun. But at the same time, it's like, he also knows a lot, but I think there's a few oversights that were made. But I also brought those up to him, and he laughed it off too. We're on Raleigh now. I believe I did Daniel, right? Yep, Raleigh is a right winger, so 4-4-3. Really good stat line from Raleigh. Really good stat line from Raleigh. Three on the round is really good, even in a loss, mind you. Drufinho is a center back, I believe, for Belair. He's got 5. That's not really great stats. Exotic is a winger a midfielder for Dolphin. I forgot that he put him in the midfield. 4 and then 3 assists. Not bad for Exotic stats. Me and my garbage photoshopping, putting on headphones with him with a wire that stopped in time and space. I didn't even notice that. That's crazy. Fever. Where's Fever at? Probably that screams Dolphin pick. Saves only. Ooh, that's tough because he only got 5 saves in 4 games this round. First killer. We're looking at probably something. Yeah, attacking mid. So goals, 4 goals, 4 assists. Great round from FK. 3.3. You take that any day of the week. Holy. Jorius. I think we're looking at saves because it's on Myth's team, but that's a good performance right there. 3 games, 9 saves. So SSG is winning worlds. Yes, they are. True and factual, actually. They've always improved. Plus, it would be very roller coaster of them to do what they did in Raleigh and then win the world championship. That would kind of sum up how the season has gone. Juicy. Juicy's defensive, I believe, because Smith was trolling. 5 games, 6 saves. That's not it, man. Oh, a little bit of assists as well. He was a fullback, so 2 assists. Slightly recovers it. 1.28. Justin, 4 games, 4 goals, 3 assists. Kaka, 3 and 7 saves. I know I had Kaka as a center back. This gets easier as the rounds get with less people as well. World Finals, Complexity, SSG, Game 7 with top 4 being Genji and Energy, top 6 being Ultimates and Vitality, Honorary NA team. No, there's still time for Shopify Rebellion to sign up for EU last chance qualifier and get in that way. So add Shopify in there. Kaka, Clears, please actually put up some goals. Thank you. 3 games, 5 goals. Actual performance. Let's go, Clears. KV1. Was that just... Where's KV1? Center back, yes. 4 games, 7 saves. Not the best, but I think he actually really performed well in round 1. Kofer, he's on the wing. Holy crap, he stat farmed. 8 goals, 3 assists for the Fear. 5 games, 8 goals, 3 assists. This one gets Food Esports. 4.32, dear goodness, Kofer. Oh, it was literally the game 7. Leoro. Oh my gosh, my center back, Leoro. 5 games, 22 saves. Peak. Let's go, Leo. LJ, only a striker, so you only got 2 goals there in 4 games. Ooh, yikes. Lost. Where do we put Lost on the pitch? In the midfield. That's another confusing move. 4 and 1. I say it's a confusing move, and the moves that Belair is pissing me off. Not pissing me off, really, but he's still winning, so I can't talk too much. Makes sense. Fuji spends each series getting pepped into oblivion. Yeah, that's why Leora, look at how fast Torres was drafted. Torres had 2.43 saves per game last event. He went off the board fast. Atomic. Oh, where's Atomic on the pitch? Strictly midfield. This is the 17 goals, 0 assists series. Thankfully, it was only 3 games, but it's still hysterical. The Twisted Minds scored 17 goals, and they scored 0 assists. That is insane. The fact that VK went undrafted. No, VK got drafted. VK's here as a center back. Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon's an assists person. He only got 2 this time. And Magic Bear. Magic Bear's an assist. I put him there, 4 and 4. I take that. VK almost went undrafted last time, but Dolphin picked him up round 11. Mata, assist as well, 4 and 4. Dude, let's keep cooking, guys. I'm coming back. I'm coming for the crown again. Napo, or Nobu, I guess is how we say it now. 3 games, 9 goals, 6 assists. Holy crap. Only the 9 goals count. That is a 9.0 on the round. So Dolphins definitely not lacking either. Reveal, it saves. Thank you to Desmos. 5-13. That's a pretty solid goalkeeper line for Myth there. Rise undrafted, 5 goals, 6 assists as well. Rawas, 3-4. Rawas is my midfielder, 3 games, 4 assists. Scribbles, 5 games, 7 saves. Really, Scrib? Step it up. No, I'm kidding. I like you. Seiko, 5-8. Everyone going 5 in this round. Jeez. Sosa, undrafted. Sphinx, 4 and 2. Dang it, Sphinx. I need some assists out of you, my man. Stizzy, one of my wingers. 0 goals, 2 assists. All right, just I thought the round was going well. Everyone decided to capitulate, so. Oh, never mind. That round went so well. Holy crap. Hold on. 0 goals, 2 assists. Yeah, that's a 31.68. Scrib lacking must be the kept name. Absolutely is. Stizzy, I did Stizzy. Super Locky is in the saves department. 3 and 5. Swift, 4 games. What is Swift? Is Swift a winger? Swift is a winger. Attacking mid, it's that same thing. 5 goals, 2 assists. Never mind, but also never mind. Torres, 5 games, 8 saves. Torres not doing well. Yeah, this is insane from Lioro, by the way. The more I look at it, the more insane it gets. TRK. 3. Is he in the midfield? Yeah, TRK is strictly midfield. 3 games, 1 assist. Did not get a single demo, nor was demoed the entire series. Vatira. 4-1. I believe Vatira is strictly midfield. Yeah. VK Salen. 5-11. Oh, Dolphin also had a really good round too, 30.5. Yan, strictly midfield, 4 and 3. Eugen. Wait, do we have a Belair score? We do, 21.72. Okay. Eugen, 5. Eugen was in the midfield for Myth, I believe. Yeah. 2 assists. And then Zen for 5 goals, 1 assist. No, 4 games, 5 goals. It's just that. Terke is the most clean player on the pitch. Number 25. Okay, 24.64. Much more respectable by Myth. We got to look at the score, though. Okay. So, Dolphins in the lead. 25 or 22.61, 25.70. 22.61, 25.70. And then let's go back to score. 19.24, 25.12. Oh, the colors are wrong. Right. I was like, I'm fixing these colors. I'm sorry. Dolphin needs to be that. Myth needs to be red. I need to be orange. Bel Air needs to be blue. Purple. Okay, so now we can actually track these, and it makes sense. So everyone goes up but Bel Air that round. Swiss round 3. Last round with everyone in it. Then it gets slightly easier. All right. Amphis did not go drafted. Apparently Jack has only assists. He got 1. Atomic defense 4 and 4. Really? Atal 5 and 3. Oh, this was against Secret, right? I was like, who did they go game 5 with in round 3? That's crazy. Banana Head's about to lock in his final statistic of the tournament. 3 games, 2 goals, 3 assists. Right? 3 games, 2 goals, 3 assists. So that's atrocious. What is Banana Head's final score line? 1.44. Thank you, my dude. With my literally the 13th pick of the draft is atrocious for me. That's how fantasy sports works. Beast mode. He's strictly midfield, I think. No, he's a striker. 4 and 3. Catalysm, strictly defense, 3 and 8. Catalysm's balling on defense for Bel Air here. That's pretty good for him. Cheese also strictly defense, 4 and 11. Chronic, 3 and... He's defensive mid, so Chronic 3 assists, 9 saves. Daniel, 4, 2, I'm guessing. I think Daniel's just... No. He's also... It's saves as well. So Daniel, 5 saves, 2 assists. It's not good, Myth. That's not good for you, dude. Raleigh, pure striker, 5 and 3. I'm pretty sure they want to forget about that Secret Series. Drufinio only saves 5 and 6. That's not great. Exotic midfield, 4 and 2. Fever is a defensive mid, I think. No, he's a goalkeeper this time. 3 and 5. That's also Fever's last game. I'll go through. I'll talk about everyone's final scores. I just figured I'd talk about Banana Head first because he was the first one to finish. First killer, 3 and 1. Ooh, first killer. Yikes. No. Oh, and assists for first killer. He's an attacking mid. 2. Yeah, really helps, man. Really helps. Actually, that bumped him by 0.8. Never mind. I'll shut my mouth. Joria's is only saves 4 and 9. Miss Drolly's assists. Oh, thank you. Drolly had 1 assist. Helps him out a little bit. How much points does he get for that? 0.16. And then I was on. Did we do Juicy? We have not done Juicy yet. We just did Joria's. Juicy is also saves, I believe. Oh, saves and assists. So 4. I know I saw a 10 there. And then assists is 3. That's a good round from Juicy. Good round from Juicy. Justin is a winger, I believe. 4-1-1. Tough round. Kaka 4 and 4. Also a tough round from one of my defenders. Clears 3 and 4. KV1 5 and 10. I believe he's a center back. Yeah. Solid for KV. Kofer's on the wing 4-0-3. I think SSG underperforming really hurt the Kofer on the wing angle, but it also probably improved the reveal and the goal a little bit. Leoro 4 and 8. I'm not going to bash Leoro after his performance against Space Station in the saves per game department. I'll take my 2 saves per game there. LJ Striker 3 and 4. That's a solid striker performance in a 3-0 sweep. 4 goals, 3 games when you lose. At least you're putting up numbers. You'll take that from a statistical standpoint. Lost is midfield because it's confusing me every single time. 5 and 2. Atomic is assists 5, and he got 2 assists this time. He's finally on the board with assists. Look at that. Way to go, Atomic. That's still atrocious. 2 assists in 11 games is not what Myth wants to be hearing. Monkey Moon is strictly assists. He got 6 assists in a 4-game series against NRG. That was a classic. I remember that series. That was a ton of fun. Magic Bear is assists 4 and 1. Not great for me. Mata is also assists 5 and 1. Just slightly even worse. I'm having a bad round. I mean, I guess Kalir's popped, but Nobu 5 and 3. Wait, Nobu only got 3 goals in a series against Furia? Really? Reveal 4 and 5. Not great for the saves angle for Reveal. Who did we face that round? Mates? Rise, undrafted. 2 goals, 2 assists, 3 saves. Ooh, terrible save stat line, but that's also Rise. Rawas, 3 games, 4 assists. I will take that any day of the week. Scrib, 4 games, 10 saves. Oh, yeah. We win these. Okay, my top performers are top performing if we look at it. I guess Banana Head, this is the only round he was relevant. But, Seiko, 4 and 5. Gotta keep myself humble. Seiko, I just did that. Sosa, undrafted. Sphinx, 3 and 3. Assists per game is not bad. Thank you, Sphinx. Stizzy, 4 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. 26.78. Never mind. I had a solid round. What's up, Dolphin? You're winning right now, by the way. You're beating me by 0.58, I think. Myth had an atrocious round 1, and Belair has been consistent. He had the lead after round 1, but not after round 2. We both had phenomenal round 2s. Stizzy, I just did Stizzy. Locky is only saves. It's 4 and 8. Swift is a winger, 5, 1, and 2. Oh, that's not great. Torres, 4 and 5. Torsauce, out of the tournament, also not drafted. TRK, 3 and 1. I believe he is strictly midfield. Vatira is also strictly midfield. 5 and 3 is the stat line. VK, 4 and 2. Oh, 2 save. Whoa. VK only got 2 saves in his last series? Oh, I was like a TSM. Okay, never mind. I'll stop panicking. Yan, 5 and 0. Nice. Good job, Yan. Really the facilitator that Myth needs. Then it's just Zen and Eugen. Eugen, 4 and 3. Mistyped Fati stat. Oh, is it 3? It's 3. You're right. Eugen, 4 and 3. And then Zen, 4 and 5. Dear goodness. Myth is going to run up the score with Zen as a striker. Okay. Round 3. I had the best round 3. Pretty close in between Dolphin and Belair. Myth is still lagging behind. I don't even think Myth, I respected Myth's team this time much more than I respected it last time. I don't know why he's cursed. Overall scores. 22.62 from Belair. 24.33. 25.22 from me, and then a 19.42. So 22.62, 24.33, 26.62, or 22.62. 22.62, 24.33. Look at how close consistent Belair is. Absolute wild consistency out of Belair's team. 22.92, 22.61, 22.62. That is insane. Uh, 1942. Columbus sailed the ocean. I know. I'm going to go study for the motorcycle exam tomorrow. Good luck. Hope I win. Good luck for the exam. I kind of hope you don't win this, but you're at least a respectable win. I wouldn't be too ashamed. 1942, 25, 22. Okay. Those colors are wrong. Okay, so I narrowly in the lead now. Dolphin still in second. Belair in third. Myth not as catching up. Round 4. Oh, Zen wasn't in this round. Right. Okay. Less players to go through. I have them all grayed out. Have all the, except for Myths, apparently. No. These guys are tracked. Have everyone who doesn't have stats, deleted in this, so the number should come up as better than divides by 0. At least for the individual round. Amphis didn't go drafted. Apparently Jack is in the midfield for reasons. 5 and 4. Definitely a better midfield performance from the App Jack. Atomic is on defense, 5 and 5. A Tau striker, 5 and 4. That was a loss from Carmine Core as well, yeah. Beast mode, 5-2-5. Is Beast mode a winger? No, he's a striker. 5 and 2. Catalysm, 3 and 6 for Belair. Oh, wait, I said I was going to talk about everyone whose scores is over and what their final scores is. Let's do that quickly. Let's rewind. Final scores are for, we had wild card and food esports get eliminated here. So VK's final score is a 1.69. That's tough. Torres' final score, 1.46. That's even worse. Jeez, I thought those were going to be better. Fever's final score as a goalkeeper is a 1.44. That's tough. That is tough for Dolphin. Banana Head's final score is a 1.44. It's not great for one of my wingers. Leoro's final score is 2.85. That's really good. That is, I'd take that any day of the week. It also doesn't sound right for some reason, according to D-Rex's sheet. Oh, because D-Rex doesn't track it the same way. Never mind. VK, Torres. That's actually all 5. There isn't a 6th. Torres didn't get drafted. Okay, back to the grind. I did Catalysm, I think. Yeah, Catalysm's done. Cheese, 4 and 12. There you go. Cheese defensive stat line is what you love to see if you're Dolphin here. Chronic, defensive mid, so 4, 2, and 8. Daniel, left back, so 5, 1, and 11, or 5, 11, and 1 because it's backwards. Where's Daniel? 5, 11 saves, 1 assist. Raleigh is a striker, 5 and 2. Oh no, Raleigh's a winger. That's why I keep getting confused. 2 and 3. Jufinho is only on defense, 3 and 2. That's crazy. That's crazy, not great. First killer is on a wing, I believe, 4, 2, and 2. Or attacking mid. Jorias is on defense, 5 and 13, which you'll love to see. Juicy defense, 4 and 5. Sorry, 4 and 5. Oh, and assists for Juicy. He's a right back. 3 assists. Justin, 4, 3, 4, 4, and 3. Where's Justin? 4, 4, and 3. Kaka is saves only, 4 and 4. KV1 also only saves 4 and 6. I think next is Kofer, right? Yeah, Kofer, 4, 3, 0. LJ, 4, 3, 2. No, LJ is just a striker, right? So 4, 3. Lost 3, midfield 2. Atomic 5, 3. Okay, Atomic actually getting some assists, but in long series. Magic 4 and 2. Mata 4 and 1. Dang, guys. Oh, I don't want this kind of round for me. Nobu 5, 3. Reveal 4, 5. He's in goal. Myth, I don't know what's going wrong for you, my dude. Like, I don't even know if this is on you at this point. Like, last time it was on you, like, partially. But this time it's just like, wow, this is getting some unlucky stats. Atomic should have done way better. Rise undrafted for reference. 5 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, 8 saves. Scribb 4-12. Thank you, Scribbles, for being a phenomenal goalkeeper. Seiko 4-6. Stizzy. Oh no, Seiko. Sphinx is next. 3-2. Stizzy 5-3-1. Now keep in mind these scores are going to be much lower because they're missing some players like Rawas, Kaliers, Banana Head all didn't play this round. Chances you win, it's looking pretty bad, Myth. I'm not going to lie. Your first round was atrocious. I don't know how to explain it to you. Genuinely one of the worst I've seen, but I also don't think that's really your fault. There's still a lot of time, though. So, I missed an assist. Nope, I just missed the fact that this should be a darker color. Not that dark of a color. Because Banana Head's out. Locky 4-3. Ooh, that's tough. Swift 4-2-3. Vatira 5-1. Oh, that's atrocious. That's not what you want to see. What am I looking at? Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on, dude. 3. It's Yan assists. 3 games, 1 assist. And then Eugen is the last. 4-1. Okay. So you did the best this round, in fairness, but you also had the most players playing, so I don't know if that's really a real indication. Score lines. You're above 20 now. You're at 20.01. Belair's down to 21.88. Dolphins at 23.31. I've kind of separated, even though we all went down, I believe, this round. 22.18, 23.31. I don't know if I did that right. I might have remembered Belair's score wrong. 21.88. Okay. 2-1. 20.01. Bro, for Worlds, I'm not going to look at a single stat. Get amnesia to forget about everything else he has and just pick based on the player names. Oh, gosh. Might as well, honestly. All right. So, yeah. Pack kind of separates, but everyone stays in the same placements after round 4. Let's talk about the players that are done and what scores they lock in. Any players on Belair's team get eliminated here? Kofer did. Kofer finishes with a 1.98, so that's not terrible. Super Locky finishes with a 1.86, also not the worst. Catalysm finishes with a 2.68. That's a really good goalkeeper score. You're going to do a video on this like I did for Birmingham? TBD. I might still try to do it, honestly. But I haven't really thought about my schedule past any days. So, who else gets eliminated? From Myth's team eliminated this round is Reveal. Because a 1.98 is a goalkeeper. Okay. The rest of them are still in it. From Dolphins team eliminated this round is no one. All these players stayed alive this round. And then from my team, Scribbles is out. 2.82 for my goalkeeper. I think that's the highest we see. Sphinx with 2.77. I like that. Kaka as well gets eliminated with a 1.64. Not bad for a defender. So, round 5. This is where we really start going fast, I think. Because I'm much more in the groove, and there's much less players playing. that I got to keep track of per round. Amphis. Didn't play in round 5, so I failed to click on round 5. I was going to say, something is wrong. Players. That's better. Bro, what do you mean I got 14 round 1? That was a terrible round 1 for you. I don't get it. I don't get it. It was atrocious. Everyone had a bad round 1 in fairness, but yours was just ridiculously worse. Atao, striker, 3 games, 1 goal. I'm so sorry, Myth. Nope, let's not screw you over that badly. Cheese, 3 games, 7 saves. Chronic, 5-8. Raleigh, 3-2. Remembered that he was a winger this time. Jerfinho is only on defense, 3-4. That's not good for Drufo. 4 saves against the Carmine Corps. 5-7. First killer got 7 goals against Secret and lost the series. 5-7-1. Justin, 3-0-1. Ooh. Can we swap mine and Dolphins team right quick? Just gaslight into thinking it might actually work. That would be funny. That would be funny. I'll try to edit that in post. Just in there. KV1 is where we're at next. He's only saves 5-12. LJ 5-2-5. He's just a striker though, so that's tough. Lost 3-2 because lost a midfielder for some reason. That's actually not a bad stat line. Atomic 3-3. Assists per game for Atomic is what you want to see, Myth, even if it is just a 3-game series. Magic Bear 3-1. Mata 5-4. We take those. Thank you, Mata. This needs to be the right color. Nobu 3-5. Rise didn't go drafted. He had 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 saves. Swift 5-5-3. That's a good stat line for Swift. Vatira 3-3. Yan 3-0. Who had the most reoccurring players from Birmingham? I haven't done that math yet. I feel like I have a lot of repeats. I like clears a lot. Actually, no, I don't feel like I have a lot of repeats. Never mind. Dolphin has some repeats. He's got VK. He didn't have Chronic last time. I feel like there was a lot of very similarly picked because like Drolly was the first pick both times. Nobu was the second pick both times. So they delayed Spider-Verse 3. Wasn't that already delayed multiple times? All right, scores after this round. Belair's catching back up. Dolphins trending downwards a little bit. I'm trending upwards a little bit. Myth is still trending upwards. So that's still some solid separation. I'm surprised it's this separated. 2-2-1-5, 2-3-2-5. Uh, 2038, 2517. Okay. None of us have moved positions since Swiss round 3. I did better when I didn't look at stats. I think Myth, there's also like a difference in between, and I know you didn't look at stats the last time, but I feel like I am doing worse, despite the stat lines not showing that technically. I feel like I'm doing worse because like we had to pick so quickly, and that really changes how much you're able to look at the stats beforehand. All right, lower AFL. This is where things get difficult, I believe, because I think I got to go into individuals, because we're no longer in the Swiss stage. Got to go to playoffs day 1. Yeah, and I got to go to individual series. So lower round 1 was Casey Twisted. That was the first. If we go into players, we can still do the stats thing. Atau, 7 games, 6 goals. Oh, I got to talk about, hold on. Let's talk about who ended this round and how they did. Because we got 3 more teams eliminated here. 12.63. Yeah, that's so unlucky. I don't know how to describe how unlucky that is. I'm going to be real. Lost was eliminated. He gets a 2. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought he was going to do. Trufinho was eliminated. 1.06. That's not great for Drufo. That's not what you want to be seeing. Zen, Eugen, Atau, Daniel, Yan. Yan gets eliminated with a 1.11. Only gets 5 assists. Still puts up better than Drufo stats. Atomic Senate revealed. Juicy, Jor, Swift, Atomic. Nobu, Vati. First killer got eliminated. 2.51 is a solid stat line. Cheese got eliminated. 2.67 is definitely what you want to see. That's a really good stat line. LJ got eliminated. 2.4. You'll take that from Striker. Chronic got eliminated. 2.33. Justin got eliminated with a 1.58. That's a lot lower than I thought Justin was going to do. Magic Bear got eliminated with a 1.78. Dang it, Magic. I thought he was going to do better than that. And that's it for round 5 eliminations. Lower AFL. Atau, 7 games, 6 goals. Raleigh, 7 games, 4 goals, 3 assists. Atomic, 7 games, 3 assists. Nobu, 7 games, 6 goals. Really recovered in that game 7. I think he had a hat trick that game, right? Rise did go drafted, 1 goal, 18 saves. That's not where Rise is normally on the pitch. Vati, 7 games, 2 assists. Oh, that's really bad. All right, and then we go back so we can look at the Mates versus Secret series. Go into the totals. Juicy, 6 games, 13 saves, 2 assists. I had so many more top 8 players than anyone else. This is also lower AFL. This isn't like I have them grayed out if they're not playing in this round at all. But that's also you normally just draft better players overall rather than be better statistical players. So KV1, 6 games, 16 saves. Wow. Mata, 6 games, 3 assists. Seiko, 6 games, 17 saves. Thank you. Swift, 6 games, 1 goal, 3 assists. Really? That's it? In an upset? Eugen, 6-4. All right, looking at the scores. Myth goes up. Belair stays basically the same. Dolphin goes down. I go up, I think it was, just slightly. 2217, 2282. And then 2070 something. 2073, 2556. Wow. Apparently I'm doing very well. I didn't think I was doing this well. This is crazy. You have this locked in win? I might. Actually, because I know Kalir's put up 1.8 goals per game in the finals. Let's talk about players who are eliminated here. I know we have Eugen here, puts up a 2.09. Juicy puts up a 1.74. Atau puts up a 1.89. Raleigh puts up a 1.96. That is crazy low for the number 1 overall pick that everyone would have picked number 1 overall. And then Batira, 1.93. All Carmine Core players below 2. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, 4 more rounds to go. All of them with 2 games at most. Falcons dig. Everything in upper AFL is 4 games. So I'm just going to put that in right now so I don't even have to think about it. Okay. Total. Appjack had no assists. Great start. Jorius had 6 saves. Clears had 3 goals. Did Rawas have an insane amount of goals? Yeah, 6 goals. 4 assists, though, from Rawas. I'll still take that any day of the week. Stizzy, 0 and 1. Thank you, my dude. Had to balance out the scales. And then TRK, 1 assist. Dude, TRK looks like he's statistically underperforming, especially compared to what I would expect. Vitality NRG. Atomic, 6. Beast mode, 1 goal. Really, striker beast mode with 1 goal. Daniel, 7 saves, 1 assist. Exotic was a midfield and only 1 assist. I think everyone's going down this round, maybe except for me. The Moon, 4 assists, 4 assists. Okay. Moon kind of recovers Belair's score a bit here. Then Zen, 5 goals. That'll be good for you, Myth. These are players that did not play this round. I don't know why they're here. Did I miss anyone else? I think that's everyone. So if we look at the scores again, Myth goes marginally down. Belair goes down. Dolphin, I think, went up, if I'm not mistaken. I went down. Okay. 2169. 2260. 2071, 2510. Okay. That is, I can't believe the positions haven't changed since this, like, round 3. That's crazy. No one got eliminated that round, so no one locked in their final scores. Let's move on to Sunday, shall we? 5 more series to go. I'm feeling pretty confident. I have this locked up. I genuinely do. This is not where I want to be. Dig Secret and Energy Twisted are my 2 for this round. Let's do Dig Secret first. Bring me the total stats. Okay. Apparently Jack 4 and 2. Mata 4 and 2 as well. Jorius 4 and 6. This is a lot of players remaining, actually, Myth. You're right. You definitely have a lot of top 8 players. KV1 4 and 9. Stizzy 4 4 2. We take that. Thank you, Stiz. Swift. Wait, did we take that? Oh, I typed it in wrong. That's why we probably don't take that. Four, 4, 2. Right? 4, 4, and 2. Okay. Swift 4, 2, 0. Literally everyone except Deanne. Oh, for top 8 players. And reveal. But yeah. No, you're good. You're good. Other one was Energy Twisted in an absolute cinematic series. Let's go into total. Atomic is only saves 7 and 7. Yeah, Atomic, not really the defensive guy, in all honesty. Beast Mode 7 and 4. Energy Offense, lol. Daniel 7, 10, and 4. Atomic 7 and 2. I'm really interested in the stats of FT versus Chalk Max all of a sudden. I'll pull them up at the end. Bates got some good stats in my opinion. Dazarin was absolutely nowhere to be found. 7 and 3 for Nobu. And I think that's everyone for the quarterfinals. So if we go to score again, I'm going slightly back down. Dolphins 2, Myths going down. I don't know if these positions are going to change the rest of the time. 21, 71, 22, 24. I'm curious if Belair can catch Dolphin. 20, 30, 25, 31. Oh, I guess I went up. Never mind. Okay. Look back to check your reaction. What do you mean introduce relegation? Don't worry about it, Myth. Don't worry about it. I want to catch Belair. Belair's doing more to catch Dolphin than you're doing to catch him. But you also have players in play, which is super important. It definitely gets a lot less variable as we get towards the end. I'll go ahead and pull up 1263 to third would be monumental. Players that were eliminated in the quarterfinals. We had KV1 get eliminated, 2.28, solid score. Juicy was already eliminated. I'm blanking. Swift got eliminated. 1.6. Really? He only got 1.6 on the wing? He had a much better performance than a 1.6. I'm blanking on what other team got eliminated for some reason. Twisted Minds, Atomic. You don't want to hear this. 1.58. That's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be, genuinely. Nobu, 2.64. That's definitely his worst goals per game event so far. Rise didn't get drafted. Our other secret player is with me. 2.0. Okay, literally half an assist per game. So I'll take that from Mata. I'll take that from Mata, especially for like one of these last round picks. That's not bad. We need a bro counter on Myth in this chat. All right, the last players remaining. I mean, Belair, actually, okay, both you and Belair have a lot of players remaining, Myth, so this is definitely recoverable if all of these guys are bad and all of these guys are good. Let's see what they did. Apparently, Jack, 5-2. I think that's going down for his scoreline. Exotic, 5-1. Holy, that's tough. That was Captain Dolphin's last player, by the way. Monkey Moon, 5-3. Not really the assist lines you want to be saying. This entire stream is literally just, this Myth player who made a lot of sense to put his player in that spot and played well did jack shit for the stats for the rest of his team. Yeah, that actually is kind of summing it up. Last time it was, what the hell is Myth doing? This time it's like, oh, Myth is cooking. Wait, why are they not cooking for him? Jory is 5-7. Probably needed more saves per game out of Jory is there. Stizzy, 5-4-1. Zen, 5-2. That's tough. You needed slightly more out of Zen there, in my opinion. The fact that I did get podium for one round last time was generation. I can't believe Dolphin was so variable with his team. We don't go to score at this point. We go to our next series. We have to do. It would be NRG versus Falcons. I'll probably post all the graphics. I don't know if I'm going to check it on stream, though. It just sounds tedious. But I don't think, like, the scores are so divided, I don't think me typing in something wrong and missing it is going to reflect in who did better. Total Atomic 6-9. Beast Mode 6-1. Generational striker performance. That's what you need, Myth. You need better out of your team, though. But that's still what you need. How did Daniel do? 6-16 is really good for you, Myth. And then 1. That could be something. Clears 4-4, or 6-4. Sorry, don't cheat. Rawas 6-1. Dang, Rawas, please get some assists, my dude. I need more points. TRK 6-1 as well. Dear goodness, none of those were assisted. Did Falcons pass the ball at all that series? All right, Dolphins' final score is a 22.04. Myth has dropped below 20 again. Belair was dropping too. And then I dropped substantially. Holy. That's actually a solid drop off. Okay. 2111, 2204. I think it's 1979 and 24.22. Is that right? Did I remember all those? 2422. Wow, I'm incredible. Look at me go. We had a debate and shift. Oh gosh, I don't know if I want to know what the debate and shift is about. Eliminated this round. Monkey Moon finishes with a 3.0. You take that any day of the week. Beast Mode was eliminated with a 1.59. Zen is eliminated with a 2.85. That's really solid for Myth. Is TRK the worst third on a major winning team in the Open era? I can't entertain that right now. Daniel was eliminated, 1.84. Atomic was eliminated, 1.24. That's unlucky. Exotic was eliminated, 1.40. And I think all three of my players survived. And now it's just the finals. Yeah, we got to hear the short list. Someone's going to say Chronic. You just know someone's saying Chronic from Genji. TRK, Raleigh, Rado, Boston, Itachi, San Diego, Chicago, LA. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. App Jack, does Belair throw enough? 5-2. That's probably not throwing enough. TRK, 5-6. Oh gosh, that's good stat lines for TRK. I'm sorry, Myth, you're not catching that. Joria's 5-13. And then everyone else is on my team. This is the second round in a row where Captain Dolphin does not have a single finalist, which is kind of ironic. Rawas, 5-3. Forgot about the Chicago one. Chicago was not that bad, was he? Clears 5-9. This is where things get amazing for me. And then Stizzy. Stizzy had that really good one game as well, so 5-4-0. And our final scores of the league. 24-7-2. I think I just barely outplaced myself from last time. 22-04 still for Dolphin. 21-8-5 for Belair. And 19.90 for Myth. So we ended in the same order. We ended in the same order. 21-85. We didn't change since round 3 in terms of positioning. That got really close to the end between... these colors are wrong, but that got really close to the end between Dolphin and Belair. If I'd gotten a more normal score round 1, like 20, what would I have gotten overall? I don't... It's a little difficult to just throw that in there because of the way the math on the sheet works. If I had to guess, you'd probably be close to like 21, 22-ish range. You'd be in there with... I don't even know, though. Because I don't think that's the problem. I don't think that's the explicit problem. The real problem is Yan underperforms here. Right? Your best performer is Zen with a 2.85, which is pretty solid, but it's nothing to write home about. And then, yeah, best performers. Let's look at the top 5 performers. You got Monkey Moon on here. You got Killiers. I gotta sit up so I can look. 2.85 between both Zen and Lioro. It's really good. 268, 267. 282. So I had 3 of the top 5 performers again. So yeah, I have not had dinner yet, so I'm gonna wrap this up really quickly. But those are the score lines. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna double check it, make sure all the numbers are exactly right before I post any graphics or any videos or stuff like that. But yeah, Obama medal. Congratulations to myself. I didn't think this was gonna be all good. I didn't think this was going to be as runaway for me as it was. But yeah, I'm hoping to do this for EWC, but not with the 4 of us. I think because there's going to be 60 players at Worlds, there's an opportunity to have 5 people do it. And so I think I'm going to do a promotion series for EWC where basically it's 4 new players, and whoever wins that gets to join the 4 of us for Worlds. Still picking those 4 players, but should be a lot of fun. I'll watch Superman later for sure, but I got to sign out. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.